Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 9 Japanese battleship Izumo. It has 9 main guns, 25 secondary guns, 100 AA guns, a top speed of 28 knots, total 78,900. For my modules, reduce crit chance on main battery, increase main battery accuracy, faster rate of fire, lower chance of flood and fire, faster rudder shift, and target acquisition. For my commander, situation awareness, basic survivability, basic firing training, faster turret traverse, lower cooldown on damage control, superintendent, and advanced firing training. We are on the map Northern Lights. We spawned on the far west flank for the northern spawn. 2 friendly destroyers decided to head for A. That's where I'm going. I don't shy away ever, and that gets me killed often. I've really had a tough time in the Iowa today. I was trying to get the 3 times bonus on all of the relevant ships, and the Iowa was just a pain. I would get 3, 4 kills in a game, and we'd still lose handedly, and I was just out of position to really affect the outcome. Now, the North Carolina is finally in range. We don't have the upgrade module yet for range, and we miss, of course, right? The 2 friendly destroyers are almost at A. We are capturing B as I speak. One of the 2 destroyers is rocking that holiday camo. Oh yeah, you rock that. Now, some people are, how do you get so much XP? 3 times for the 25th through the 29th. 100% from the rank 1 camouflage. You get 100 charges of this camouflage for free when you reach rank 1. It's the exact same camouflage as that holiday camo, but obviously the holiday camo costs 30 doubloons per charge. We engaged the North Carolina. We did 11k broadside. There's an enemy Mogami, there's an enemy New Orleans, and there's another North Carolina, the one that we initially fired on but did no damage to. I'm reloading, he disappears, so I'm like, okay, we'll go after the 7.5 kilometer New Orleans. Seems like my destroyer buddies were doing the same. 18,000 points of damage, and those torpedoes, they're gonna kill him. They're way too close and way too clumped up. Yep, enemy New Orleans taken out. Not that that's shocking. Showing your side against a enemy battleship and 2 destroyers, yeah, that wasn't gonna work out in his favor. That North Carolina that we did 11,000 points of damage to, however, has a very harsh angle to our ship. It's going to be very hard to penetrate his armor and do a average to good amount of damage. Enemy Benson on the port side, I noticed because my secondaries are going off, and I take a quick look. The first North Carolina that we engaged at the very start is showing his side, so we're going to fire on him rather than the super close North Carolina, and we do 6k damage. That is the signal to that North Carolina, hey, I can show my side a little bit, I believe. Enemy Hatsuharu, by the way, is in the area. Secondaries are kind of going off on the enemy North Carolina. And oh no, the Benson sent out torpedoes, so all ahead full. We fire at the enemy, but that's exactly why you don't fire at a target that has that sort of angle with AP. Oh, that was terrible. Can we avoid? Oh, we avoid what? Can we avoid the other? Nope. Takes out steering. We have to use damage control and causes a flood. It's just too vulnerable if we don't use damage control. But this guy, speaking of vulnerable, showing his side to an Izumo. Yes. 18,000 points of damage, a citadel penetration, and he's actually moving into gun range for my 3rd turret. 3rd turret only does 6k, no citadel penetration. Dang it. He's only 4 kilometers away, and he disappears. Yes, of course, the smoke is in the way. We're waiting. We're almost reloaded. He's turning his guns. Oh, yeah. We finish him off. 14,000 points of damage. Another citadel penetration. Now there's just that North Carolina that we engaged at the start. This Mogami, who's showing a lot of his side. We fire the back gun. Conveniently, he's in range. The front 2 are still reloading. We get terrible dispersion. There's also someone capturing A, so that has to be the Hatsuharu in my mind. And that's the most dangerous one, really. We're not going to let this Mogami get close to drop his torpedoes. That's not an option. I fired, hoping he would stay broad, but he's turning away like a good captain. And we completely miss with our front 2 guns. Back gun is ready to go, but now the Mogami is not in a position where I can take advantage of it. A lot of times, a battleship captain might give up the side of a ship to bring all guns to bear, when in actuality, that's not as important as mitigating the damage. This enemy North Carolina is showing too much of a side, and we fire broadside. 15,000 points of damage. Oh, it's so glorious. Just keep coming at my tier 9 battleship with super harsh angling. Yes, please. So far, the friendly ships in the area have done a great job of discouraging enemy destroyers from sending out multiple torpedoes on my ship. This North Carolina is still showing a ton of his side, so we fire on his position. Waterline shot, of course. And, oh, that was terrible. Only 3 rounds made contact with that ship. What happened? 6k damage? What? Ah. We have that back gun. It can fire on the Mogami. Don't know how accurate it is, but the more important thing is we're maintaining a harsh angle and minimizing the opportunities for the enemy to do damage to us. We're really the backbone of the western flank for our team. They can rely on us to hold this flank and protect them. We fire one last shot on the North Carolina, and looking back on it, I might have been able to have a better shot if I wasn't so aggressive with my use of the back gun, as I was trying to do in the scenario, trying to get extra damage on the Mogami while the front 2 were reloading. Maybe be a little bit more efficient with my time and realize the Mogami is going to be a really hard shot. Better to focus 100% on the North Carolina and guarantee damage than for the off chance that we get the bonus damage out of the back turret, because the back turret really is, for all intents and purposes, irrelevant on this ship. The Hatsuharu is spotted close. This is not good. And I start the slow process of rotating the whole ship to port. We're almost at max rudder, and I just know torpedoes are in the water. And our aircraft actually scout the torpedoes, so now we know exactly where they're going. And I'm still full port turn, back gun. For half a second it was available, but it's more important that I get my ship out of danger than having access to that gun. And it looks like, are we going to be able to avoid all of it? We could be, and I'm just, doing 2 things at once, right? That's what you do. We take 1 torpedo, he causes a flood, and we have to use damage control. Now, the Mogami showing a ton of his side. We fire everything facing the starboard side. We get nothing. Man, that was a bad salvo. That was ugly. But the rate of fire is very, very fair on Japanese battleships. I love that I can have accuracy and rate of fire. Those are the 2 most important things to me. Who's gonna land a 30-kilometer shot? Really, come on. We're reloaded and we fire. The dispersion looks good. We're of course gonna follow this in, and see you later, Mogami. 2 citadel penetrations, devastating strike, and you're wiped out. Ah, so glorious. So far, my Izumo games have been pretty fun. Part of that, I think, is that I can build her the way I want. I want gun accuracy. I want rate of fire. Also, minimizing the broadside target. There is very little armor on this ship, surprisingly. At least hull A. I will have to see hull B and hull C. But so far, you play to her strengths, and she will work well for you. Enemy turrets is showing a lot of side. We are showing a lot of our side too, but we're trying to address that. We fire on the enemy turrets. Oh yeah. 25,000 points of damage. A citadel on a turrets. It's really only at long range, and this is like medium range, where you can find those citadel penetrations. We also earn high caliber. Reloading the guns, and we're ready to go. I, at this point, was like, front guns are fine. We don't need to show our back guns. We need to absorb this shot. And we get another citadel. Are you kidding me? 16,000 points of damage. And now the tables have turned. We have a health advantage. He has to overextend in order to get that advantage back. He's showing a lot of his side. He wants those back guns. We're going to use our back gun, using air quotes, okay? It's not really a back gun, but it is treated exactly like one. 15,000 points of damage. Oh, so glorious. And I really didn't feel like the Izumo was my ship until I got all those modules loaded down on her and really exploited the strengths of not only the Izumo, but the Japanese battleship module build. It really does feel like you just have an inherent advantage over all other battleships. He's showing a lot of his side. Somehow he misses. We fire everything and we take him out. Just one enemy ship left. That enemy Hatsuharu, that destroyer that tried to do damage to us, but was unsuccessful. He's probably just hiding. He's like, just in the game. Don't kill me. Please. I don't want to die. So yeah, the Izumo was awesome. We were able to be that brick wall that really is the signature of high-tier battleships in the right hands, and I love this ship. Really, Notser? Do you love the Izumo? Yes, I do. Look at this score! 20,000 XP, 3 kills, 8 citadels, high caliber, devastating strike, 2,825 base XP. Yes, please. Over 200,000 points of damage. Oh, just so awesome and fun. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I knew the second I played it, it had to be shared. For those with the Izumo, I know you can do this. Minimize your profile and maximize your damage. I wish you good luck. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.